Welcome to our live interview with the writers from the Denton Record-Chronicle. Welcome to our live interview with the writers from the Denton Record-Chronicle, powered in part by Classic of Denton. Hey everybody, thank you very much for being here with us at DentonRadio.com. This is our Monday morning broadcast that we do with the Denton Record-Chronicle every Monday at 2 o'clock. We sit down with the oracles of information themselves and bring you updates on all things Denton news. We talk about Denton events, Denton business, Denton sports, all that good stuff. And here with us today, the oracle of information herself, Miss Lucinda Breeding. How are you today?
I'm so good. How are you, Jake?
I am doing quite well. I cannot complain.
Me neither.
We're a little warm today, but
It is a
other
little
than
warm.
that, and I don't even know if that's a complaint. I kind of like the warm weather.
Yeah.
So, hey,
there
we go.
I wish it wouldn't jump around like a big old Texas
Oh,
bullfrog.
my goodness gracious. Just dunk, 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 dunk. Well, because tomorrow's going to be a crazy rainy mess and all that good stuff. And it's just
Supposedly we need it.
Supposedly.
So I guess I won't complain about rain.
True. I mean, it's better than droughts and all that good stuff. Anyways, what's going on today?
Well, Denton, are you ready for spring? Because
Hey,
believe it or not, we are in the last week of February. That's not true.
Well, we kind of
We're
are.
kind of,
I mean,
we're toward the end of February.
there's
that
only
means,
like a couple of days in next week.
That's
so,
true.
yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
We're getting to festival season. And coming up very, very quickly is the Texas Storytelling Festival, which has for decades been presented by the Denton-based Tejas Storytelling Association. And if you haven't been to the Storytelling Festival, it's actually a really good time. It's very stripped down. It's literally nationally known, professional and state and local storytellers who they get up in front of the microphone and they tell you a story. And it sounds really like, what in the world would I want to go do that for? But you can actually see some really great stuff.
Incredible.
They typically start off with ghost stories and end on the final Sunday with sacred tales and some of the most amazing stories I've ever heard in my life. I've heard at that concert. Dates. What are the dates? It starts on March 8th and it runs through Sunday, March 11th. And it's going to be over at the Civic Center, at the Denton Civic Center. You can get an advance all weekend pass for about $95. And I think you can get some passes that are less than that. If you want more ticketing information, I would go to tejasstorytelling.com or go into your browser and type in Tejas Storytelling Association. And that's T as in Thomas, E as in Edward, J as in jalapeno,
Heyo.
A as in Apple, S as in Samantha. Check it out. There are some conference type things. There's usually some, I think of them as master classes. If you're interested in, honing your own storytelling, or you see some stories that make you think, I've got some stuff I might be able to do. This festival also has some sort of teaching to it as well. Tends to be very family friendly. Now, if you have little ones or teenagers who don't really like ghost tales, or you don't like ghost tales, you might want to skip that opening concert. I've heard a lot of really funny ghost stories. So that festival's coming up really quickly. Now, if you're interested in free festivals, Thin Line is coming up. And if you've been paying attention to Thin Line or the Denton Record-Chronicle, you might know that Thin Line is expanding this year. They have a partnership with Denton Movie Tavern, and they're going to be showing films on 2 screens at Denton Movie Tavern, in addition to screening films at the campus theater, which is just down the road here. This is a free festival. Now, they do have a VIP package and some other packages. If you want to do some extra things, you can do that. But it is free. And it's a documentary film, music, and photography festival. And, years and years ago, so I guess this will be the 11th year of Thin Line. A lot of people said, yeah, documentaries, not really my. No, they screen some fantastic documentaries and shorts, and they always keep in mind that families around Denton are maybe looking for some things to do with their kids, and they usually screen, in the past several years, they've screened some stuff from Disney Earth.
Yeah.
So, which is, so well done. The photography so amazing. And I've talked to some of the folks over at Denton Movie Tavern, and they implied that they are talking about some drink and food discounts. There was no promise made. So the other thing that this also does is it actually, I think it opens up a lot more parking.
Yeah.
So if you're traveling, if you, hey, feel free to come in on the train, guys. We always love to have people come in on the train. But if you're driving in and you decide to head over to Movie Tavern, they have a really nice big parking lot there. And last I talked to the festival director and president, Joshua Butler, they were working on having a shuttle. So you could maybe see some things at Movie Tavern, then catch a shuttle, maybe catch a screening at the campus theater, and then stay downtown for music and photography. So great value for everything. I mean, you can't beat free, right?
True.
It's a great value for everything. And we have some time between now and Thin Line. Thin Line starts April 18th and ends on April 22nd. And that actually gets you all nice and ready for Denton Arts and Jazz Festival at the end of April.
Bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam. Yeah. So we're hitting it. It's about to be spring festival season. So if storytelling is your thing, Tejas Storytelling, I think it's .com. I might have that. I always second guess myself.
Well, you're a journalist.
Yeah. And Thin Line is at www.thinline.us. I think that's their website. Anyhow, so much to do coming up in Denton. So, come see us, stay for a while, enjoy some films, enjoy some storytelling, and I don't know, grab some coffee, grab a craft beer, some wine afterward. There's a lot to do here, folks.
There is a lot to do. There's quite a lot to do. We tout that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, very cool. Anything else we want to touch on before we wrap up?
I think that's enough to be going on with right now.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Yes. So festival season is in the air, everybody. Spring is right around the corner, just as Lucinda said. We're going to have the Tejas Storytelling Festival, followed by the Thin Line Film Festival, followed by the Denton Arts and Jazz Festival. It's amazing. It's a good time to be in Denton. Gotta love it. Even without festivals and all that good stuff, we still have plenty of great activities that are here every day, but it's really exciting to see all this cool stuff happening. So, Lucinda, thank you again very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And being in the studio. We do this every Monday at 2, so make sure you tune in next week. We will have Brett Vito getting an update on all things Denton sports. For further information, make sure you guys are staying glued to DentonRC.com and getting your copy of the Denton Record-Chronicle. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. We do always appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and jump back into the music. And once again, thank you for being here, everybody. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.